Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to install AGE and AGE Viewer on Windows. I'm going to do this with the Terminal app available in the Microsoft Store. There is another way with Docker, then you also can do it. I'm going to put the link to the Docker tutorial in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, I believe until the time that I am recording this video, there is no actual way to install AGE and AGE Viewer with the command prompt, so we gotta do this with Linux. The Terminal app allows us to run Ubuntu on Windows. So right now, I am at the root directory for my Linux. And as you can see, I have ApacheAGE, PostgreSQL. So first we gotta install the source code from PostgreSQL, and it must be in this root directory, and also it must be a PostgreSQL version 11 or the alpha version of 12. Although the 11 version is more stable, I recommend using the 11 version. So you gotta go into this website, postgresql.org, and then here you go under download, and then you don't click here on Windows, you actually gotta click here on source code. The source code can be found in the main file browser, so you click here in the file browser, click here, and then you gotta go on the latest version of 11. So version right now is the version 11.18. So go here, and then install this PostgreSQL 11.18 tar gz or the bz2 file. So install one of those in that root directory on Linux, and it'll be all right. There's actually a guide in the documentation that shows you how to install Postgres. There's the short version, and there's somewhere else there's the Windows version, but it's quite complex, the Windows version, and it didn't work out for me, at least, installing my sys64 or Cygwin. Both were quite complex to follow and had some file errors. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you the short version with some little tricks here and there with this configure and make commands. So yep. So I downloaded the Postgres 11.18. Now I have it here. It's actually home directory. I said root directory. It's actually home directory. So under home directory, well, when you install on Windows, you actually install Linux actually knows where your C drive is. It's actually under the root, and then if you see what's under root, you go under MNT, so cd MNT, change directory to MNT. So here are your drives, so you can go to the C drive, and there's all your things. Then, well, if you downloaded Postgres, you can go to users, then your user, then downloads, and here will be all your downloads. So then to copy to the home directory on Linux, you actually need to do this command. So and then I believe it's like this, and then it will copy everything that you downloaded here under PostgreSQL 11.18 to the home directory. So then this, we actually will have here Postgres 11.18, as you can see. Then, well, let's go inside it. Here, 18. List files. And then what we gotta do. So you gotta type this command, and you must have GDB installed to do this. So I'm going to press enter now. and let's wait. Now we type make install here, and it's gonna take a while too. So now, as you can see, we have this bin folder, and if we see what's inside it, it's all these files, all these gaps for Postgres. And now we have to install ApacheAGE. I have already installed it right here under ApacheAGE. I made a folder, so a directory. So if you want to create a directory, you type make dir like this, and then if you can see what's inside here, let's see, AG ApacheAGE like this. So you have to do this git clone, pass the website of ApacheAGE, this one. So you do this command, and it will clone ApacheAGE to this directory. So we have this pgconfig file here, and we need to pass it to AGE. So what we gotta do here, we go under ApacheAGE here, and then we need to do a sudo make and pgconfig, and we pass the directory that's there. Then install. Now we press enter. It's gonna ask for my password. So actually it didn't work out for me, this command, because I have already installed AGE under PostgreSQL 11.17. But if you type this command, it should work, giving the right path here to the pgconfig. It should work, and then you must type make pgconfig, pass the path, install check. It's actually like this, install check, to check if everything is all right. After you've done this, it should be all good to go. Now here under the installed PostgreSQL 11 and then the version that you installed inside bin, you'll see that you have this initdb. So then you do initdb, and then you can type the name of your database. So this will initialize the database. I already initialized one, and then you must type, so actually it will create right here, as I can see, demo database. I created this one, this database, and then you can type bin pg_ctl, actually -d first, then demo database, just like the one when you initialize it, this one. So demo database, and then L log file start. So this will start the database. Once you have already done everything you wanted to with it, you type log file stop to stop the server. So let's get start here. Oh yeah, this D must be capital D, like this. And as you can see, it started. And then we can do bin PSQL demo database. And now we are using Postgres. Oh, and I forgot to tell that before you do this, bin PSQL demo database, you actually need to do a create db, and then in my case, I did demo database like this, actually bin like this, bin create db demo database. So done this, then you can actually go and do bin SQL demo database, and then you'll be working with Postgres. So here in the AGE documentation, we can see that there is a page that says about the installation, the post installation, and AGE setup. So first we have to type this command, create extension AGE. I've done this with Postgres, and then we type load AGE and then set search path to AG catalog user public. So this will enable us to use AGE functions and create the graph databases. So let's do, well, first, of course, you have to type create extension AGE. I have already done this, so I don't need to do it again. And then we type load, press enter, load it, then press enter, and I will begin to use Cipher with AGE. So to create a graph with AGE, we can type select everything from AG underscore catalog dot create graph like this, and then here we open parentheses, and well, for this example, let's type taxonomy biology. I press enter, it creates this taxonomy biology graph. Now let's insert something in this graph. We can do the following command: select everything from Cipher. Here, first of all, we pass the graph name. So taxonomy biology, like this, comma, and $2, press enter. Now we type create, and then we can create a vertex like this. So when we put this colon sign here, it means that we're labeling a vertex or an edge. So the label here will be kingdom, and with these curly brackets, we define the properties of the vertex. We can put name, and here Animalia. Press enter, then again $2, then S, and here we can type AG type like this. Press enter, created a vertex for us. So we can create a film for this kingdom. So we can do the same thing, but it will be film. So film, and it can be Nidaria as AG type. I'll press enter again. So then to create the edge, we can do match, then a kingdom, B phylum. So here we can type where a name equals to Animalia and B name equals Daria. Then we can do create here actually B, and longs to, then 8, like this. Then we do, actually we type here an E to represent the edge, then return E as AG type. So actually this here over here before AG type, it's just gonna output the edge. So we actually can write edge here like this. I hit enter, and as you can see, it has an edge. The label belongs to, as we type here, belong to. Then the end ID, which is going to be the kingdom ID, so A, and then the start ID, the ID of the phylum here, B, and then there's also properties, but we didn't add any properties, so it's blank, and it is an edge. So with this command here, select everything from cipher, the name of the graph, match V, return V as vertex AG type. We can see all the vertices available on our graph. To show all the edges, we can do like this. And well, it's a bit strange to see everything here, but it will return the vertex and the edge, and it should have outputted start. I don't know why it didn't. Oh yeah, right here. Sorry. So vertex start, edge, and then vertex end. So right here, as you can see, it's quite hard to visualize this relation between the edges. So that's why we use AG viewer that I'm going to show you guys now. So same thing that we did for the Apache AGE, we do with AG viewer. So go to this folder and AG viewer. I created this folder AG viewer to clone the repository from AG viewer on GitHub. So same thing, we do git clone, and then we pass the GitHub repo, which should be this one. So we do this. I have already cloned here, and then you'll see like a file like this. And well, as a prerequisite for doing this, you'll need to have a Node.js installed on your machine. And then after you install it and install AG viewer, we can actually run npm run setup. Okay, then we do npm run start. And after a while, you will get on this page. So then here we can type localhost and port 5422. It's the standard port. Database name is demo database. Username is your username, and then the password, you put your password here, and then you do connect. No. Okay, now here we can select the graphs that we have on our database. So in this video I made the taxonomy biology, graph, and then if we want to see everything, we click here, and this will show the query that we can run. Then we can press this button here, run query, and here we have Animalia, the kingdom, and the phylum Cnidaria. So Cnidaria, right below you can see some properties. Cnidaria phylum belongs to Animalia. And we can develop more on this database until we have a more complex graph. But right now for this tutorial, it's this Postgres installation, ApacheAGE and AG viewer installation, how you can create a vertex, an edge, and put them together like this, and to show them with AG. So thank you for watching. If there are more tutorials to come, I'll post here on my channel. Give it a like, share with your friends, and thank you very much for watching till here. Bye bye.